Our next book is The Superior Spider-Man issue number 16. The last issue had Spider-Man basically revealing, Phil Urich's identity as a Hobgoblin. So we cut back to the Daily Bugle, and everyone's kind of freaking out. Robertson Robertson says if anyone tweets, Facebook's post any status update to social media that they will get fired. We don't know if Phil is, and if he is or is not Hobgoblin. And Spider-Man's on the TV saying we need to catch this guy, and everyone in the Daily Planet, even Phil's girlfriend is freaking out. She's questioning his kind of motives, whether or not he is Hobgoblin. And Spider-Man is en route to Phil into the Daily Planet because his spider tracers were able to pinpoint his location, and he got some help from the public. And then he basically goes into Daily Planet, goes up to Robertson. Robertson's kind of pissed off, saying, "You have no right calling out Phil like that. We don't even know if he's Hobgoblin. How can we trust you?" And Spider-Man says that he talks about the nano spider tracers that are inside. He injected into Hobgoblin, and it brought him to this location, which is now pinpointing him to Phil. Phil just freaks out, takes out the flaming sword, and undoubtedly everyone knows that he's Hobgoblin. After flaming sword, there's no going back. A whole bunch of different news outlets go crazy with all the rumors, saying Phil Urich is essentially the Hobgoblin. A whole bunch of different news outlets are doing that. Meanwhile, in Midtown, it seems that the Wraith is doing some investigation on Spider-Man because she doesn't believe that Peter is himself, and they're trying to check out where he gets all his money from. How's he pay for giant ass spider robots and armies of just spider minions, spiderlings, I believe. So she's getting dangerously close to figuring out whether how Peter gets his money, or in this case how Otto Octavius gets his money. So they're very close to figuring out some secret. We cut back to the Daily Planet, and now it's time for just Spider-Man to just embarrass the shit out of Phil. Phil's going crazy. He's doing his Sonic Scream. He almost kills a lot of people in the Daily Planet, but Spider-Man leaps into action, breaks through the window of Daily Planet, and literally there's cops outside and civilians, and it's being live fed on TV, and Spider-Man just embarrasses the shit out of him, starts beating him up. He says "You're surrounded. There's cops everywhere. I got my men coming. You can't do shit." He gives up. It almost seems like Spider-Man is about to execute him, but Spider-Man gets a call from Captain America saying that he's still on probation, so he's kind of being watched by the Avengers. So literally what he does is says, "We're done here," grabs him by the leg, drags him through the streets, talks to the press, and sends Urich on basically to the police. They take him to maximum security prison. But of course, later on or earlier, Green Goblin is watching this, and he sends one of his menace to the the police car that's holding Urich, breaks him out, brings him back to the Green Goblin's cave, into which Green Goblin now appoints him the new kind of Goblin Knight, and he has this badass new suit, and it looks fucking sick. The art is great on that. But Green Goblin says, your life as Phil is dead, essentially. Now it's time to arise as, a Goblin Knight. And that's where the comic ends. I'm going to talk about what I liked about this comic. Everything. This is one of my favorite issues of Superior Spider-Man out of the whole run. One of my favorites. Really well done. Writing, really good. I liked everyone's reactions at the Bugle. This comic kind of has an escalation of just tension. It's so tense. We get that tension from everyone in the Daily Bugle, and what is Spider-Man gonna do next, and how Phil reacts to everything. It's kind of this slow decay of Phil to Hobgoblin, and we see when he's talking to people, like he starts laughing, a little bit maniacal voice gets spilled in with the regular talk. So you see Hobgoblin slowly making his way up to the surface of Phil's, kind of mask, his bravado that he uses at the Daily Bugle, just his regular life. So I really enjoyed this. I forgot to talk about the art. Art, awesome, awesome art, really good. Definitely, and the layout too. Actually, the way the panels are laid out, really good too. But yeah, art definitely solid. Really enjoyed this. Superior Spider-Man gets a 4.5 out of 5. Really good. Definitely pick it up.